You'd think that fresh on the heels of hijab hoax, the mainstream media would have learned its lesson when encountering stories that should be taken with a shovelful of salt. Nope, not if the latest slice of fake news known as the Halifax Explosions football team is any indication. Any company that chooses to dine out on tragedy is surely courting risky business. After all, why would anyone want their brand associated with an event that caused thousands of innocent people to die? So it was that along comes a story about the proposed Halifax CFL team contemplating a nickname, namely the Halifax Explosions. This moniker is the brainchild of a group called CFL in Halifax. And the Explosions nickname refers to the biggest tragedy to befall Halifax a century ago when two ships collided in Halifax Harbor, killing an estimated 2,000 people. Naturally, people were outraged on social media, and I can understand much of the outrage this time around. Outside of some losers associated with Al-Qaeda, I don't think anyone would want a professional sports team in New York City to be nicknamed the 9/11s or the Twin Towers. Where's the logic in marketing a name that is so closely associated with death and destruction? In any event, as soon as I saw the Halifax Explosions story, I knew something didn't add up. First of all, there's the group behind the proposed nickname, CFL in Halifax. Now, that name might sound official, but this entity has absolutely nothing to do with the group vying for a CFL franchise. That would be Maritime Football Limited, which was quick to distance itself from this nickname story. Secondly, in the department of cart before the horse, the CFL has yet to award anyone in Nova Scotia a franchise yet. It might never happen, so it's a tad premature to decide on names and colors and logos for now. Also, some point to a similar name, the Halifax Explosion with no E, that is being used by the city's team in the Maritime Women's Football League. But this isn't a pro sports team. Amateur sports clubs can and do push the button with nicknames because there's considerably less blowback. I recall a floor hockey team in my high school named the Hairy Tacos. I'll leave it to your imagination, folks. But the point is, nobody cared about a bunch of high school goofballs using a vulgar double entendre for an intramural floor hockey team. Well, at least they didn't care about that stuff in the late 70s and early 80s, that is. Another point, in the past few decades, forces of nature have been embraced as pro sports nicknames, such as the Colorado Avalanche and the Carolina Hurricanes. But I think the difference here is that these names are generic. They are not referring to a specific avalanche or a specific hurricane that resulted in the deaths of hundreds of people. Bottom line, I congratulate whoever's behind the CFL and Halifax group. You were able to generate literally millions of dollars in free media coverage about a non-existent logo for a non-existent team. Well done. As for so many in the mainstream media that ran with this story, it looks like some of you just never learn when it comes to the spreading of fake news, do you? Because yet again, you were punked bigly. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, if you like that rant, please consider becoming a Rebel Premium subscriber and never miss another Rebel video.